Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee again with SEC 150. From the Gateway Lab number 2 to Gateway Lab number 3, the one thing we're going to have to change is this dynamic DHCP client on Ethernet 1.1. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this. IP version 4, static. Alright. So it should be this right here, that IP address. 203.0.13.20 /24. Alright. Save that. Let's commit it. Commit. Alright. While that's working, let me go over this lab. Alright, so this is configuring a virtual IP address on your firewall. Okay, in this lab you'll configure Palo Alto Networks firewall inside interface with a virtual IP address. And what that'll do is configure a virtual IP address and configure a virtual IP address on another subnet. So you'll be able to communicate with two subnets with that interface. Alright, topology is the same, IP addresses are the same. And the one thing we need to do though let's go in here. Then wait until it finishes. Alright. We're going to be clicking on Google Chrome again, going into the firewall. One thing we need to do though, I need to switch back that IP address on this client back to its set IP address of 192.168.1.20. Right there. Alright, so what we want to do is go in here, and it shows you going in a different way on the labs, but that's fine. Alright, properties. Alright, 192.168.1.20. 192.168.1.1. Let's do 8.8.8.8. That's not really matter. Alright. Alright, so what I did, change the IP address back, make sure I can ping the inside interface of the firewall, which I can. Alright, everything's set back the way it should be. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through this. Alright, so we're already logged into the firewall. We can skip all this stuff. Alright, don't load this lab 3. Just as long as you've gone in your lab 2, change the IP address back on the Ethernet 1.1 back to the external IP address of 203.0.113.20 /24, and in your client, and you can actually do it like this too. Control panel, you gotta put the IP address back in. Alright, it was set to DHCP, now it's going to be set to static. Alright, static, that's fine. Alright, so that's good to go. So skip that, don't do that. Alright, so we're going to configure a virtual IP address, which what we're going to be doing is adding another IP address to Ethernet 1, 2. Alright, so click Ethernet 1, 2. Click on the IP version 4, tab, add. And 192.168.20.1 /24. Click OK. Click commit. Alright, it's pretty quick. It's good. Alright, let's just wait for it. Alright, completed successfully, good to go. Alright, it's right there. So we're actually connected to another subnet through that interface. Alright, so go ahead and open up your command line on your server 2012. I want you to ping 192.168.20.1. Alright, I can ping that now since it's connected together through the firewall. Alright, the firewall responds even though it is on a different network because it is a virtual network on the Palo Alto interface. Switch back to the Palo Alto web interface. Click on Ethernet 1, 2, 4. Alright, and we're going to edit that second IP address and make it a /29. Alright. Okay. Commit. Just wait till that's done. So it's 192.168.20.1. So that /29 is very important for what we're going to do. So let this commit. Alright, so that's done. And we're going to go to Start, Control Panel, Networking Sharing Center. Alright, Adapter Settings, Properties, change adapter settings. Alright. So we're going to change IP address from 192.168.120 to 2020, and the default gateway to 20.1. And don't worry that that's set to the loopback interface. That's fine. At 127.001. All right. Click OK. Let's just give it a second. And we're not getting a new network message alert message, which that's fine. All right. command prompt. Right, let's see if we can ping. And I did the up arrow to bring up my history again. See if we can ping that 20-1 or 20.1. The ping will fail because the firewall's virtual address 192.168.20.1 it has only a network mask of \29. The 20.0 network can only have a IP range of 192.168.20.1 to 20.6. Well, actually, yep, that's right, because it's eight addresses. And just to show you guys why that is, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Let me get up my calculator. Okay. Alright, subnet calculator just like you guys have. Okay, so the IP address was 192.168. 20.1. Alright, and you had a /29 versus a 24. 22.168.20.1 /24. The difference between these two, if you had a /24, that means 8, 16, 24 of these are network addresses, and you have 8 bits which are host addresses. So the number of hosts you could have would be, or the number of addresses total would be 256. Minus 2 from that, since you have a network and broadcast address, that would be 254. If you get down to a /29, you're going to be taking up 8, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 addresses. Alright. So you basically have 1, 2, come on. You have 8 addresses total to use. 8 addresses total, minus 2 for a network and broadcast, that means 6 usable addresses. Alright. And what you did, if you have a smaller network and you only need, like, say 4 addresses, it'd be better to use a /29 than 24 because you're wasting all these addresses. Alright. This gives you 6 host addresses, and if that's all you need, that's all you need. Alright, and that's a way of saving. If you're only allocated so many IP addresses, you got to use them very sparingly. Alright, so that's that. So there's your total addresses, host addresses, total addresses, host addresses. And if we did a /28, that would just give you one more, so you'd have double that amount. So you'd have 16 total addresses, and then 14 usable addresses. Alright, but I don't want to dwell too much on that, just to show you guys. Alright, so that's the end of that. Let's see what it has us do. Go back in here, change it back. Properties. .6. Alright, changing this to 6. Alright. Close that. Okay, okay. Close that. Alright, now try to ping it. Let's go. ping 22.168.20.1. All right, now we're on the same subnet, because you can have addresses 192.168.20.1 to 20.6. All right, so that works good. Let's see what else they got. And then it has us just changing it back to the original IP address. What I want though, I want you guys to show me this screenshot right here. Alright, so have a screenshot of this 192.168.20.1. You can ping that and then show that you set up, these IP addresses should already be set, but you've added this second virtual IP address. All right, print screen, put in Word. All right, and then that's it. You can go ahead and crop it. Let's crop it down. All right, make it a little bit bigger, and that's all you need. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck.